I'd like to talk about content creation, social media influencers influencing content creation, especially women. That's where I'm going to dwell. I'm going to go deeper. Say, go deeper, Baba. All right, I'm talking about content creators, especially women, influencers. I'm going to touch the story of a very famous female with some little bit of feminist traits, if I could put it that way. I think you guys will relate to this woman, Pearl Ntuli. She is a radio presenter for Kakasi FM, yeah, which is that radio station. It's situated in the province of KZN, in Durban, around there. Pearl Ntuli is a radio personality, radio presenter. It's pretty awesome. He does whatever that he does perfectly so. Very successful individual in her own right. So you find these female calling themselves content creators. All right, before we could just get to nuts and bolts of content creation, let us start here. Whatever that you see on social media, the tabloid decimating, on social media, just know it is rooted in bogus. It is like a concocted bogus. It is not totally true. They just push propaganda to suit certain narratives. You're right. Okay, so I've seen like some couple of weeks, I think few days ago, I think if it's not few days ago, I think it's last week, I saw this woman. I think it's Sindisiwe Makatini, something like that, around those lines. It's just a name like that. This woman is a content creator, if I could put it that way, is an online influencer. You see on, I don't know, I think it's on Facebook. She has some couple of followers, I think, which is close to 500,000 or something like that, around those lines. I've seen her posting a car, pretending to be purchasing that car, or whatever the case may be. There were like flowers. He was taking a pause next to the car, whatever the case may be. Guys, why should you have to lie? If you want to inspire us to do good, to be successful, to elevate, to accelerate, to move forward, to be successful, why do you have to inspire us with lies, with things that you literally don't own? She's not the only woman. There are plenty of them. I'm going to touch the story of Stella Shows. Umkaya Miguelo Stella Shows. I know her. She doesn't know that she knows me, but she knows me because we used to church in one area, in a place called Demagabeni. We used to church in one. So she also posted like Mkomazi. There is a church around that is situated Emagabeni, around Mkomazi in Durban. People who are living in South Coast can relate to that. We used to church in one and the very same area. While we were young, I think it was like when we were like teenagers, 15 to 18 years of age, somewhere around. So Sitolo Shows, I know her mom as well, is a very spiritual, church-orientated woman, is that type of a woman, is an intercessor, something like that in church, is a very vibrant woman in church. He's a brethren, he's a part of the congregant, so we used to go to church together. So this woman, Sitelo Shozi, is one of the influencers. I think he's having some couple of millions, 1 point some change million followers on Instagram as well. She's been like posting these different cars, exotic, lavish, opulent cars, and opulent life. Like for instance, Range Rover, blah, blah, blah. And all of these expensive cars, you could see these cars are costing like about 1.8 million, 3.6 million, something like that. And if you're trying to assess, evaluate, and examine what could literally make this woman to afford these cars, you literally find out that this is not true. The woman does not afford this particular kind of toys, these cars, but you find them posting them with some little bit of flowers as if they just made it in life by buying these cars. No, they are just being sponsored. And in just a fraction of time, if you do the follow-up, for almost about like 6 months, the From 3 to 6 months, maybe 3 to 4 months, that car will be gone. You will never find them. But you know what? What they do pretty well. They are very smart. They will make quite a lot of videos and take a lot of different picture poses next to that car, inside that car, and keep those things. So you might find them being very consistent, posting regularly as if they currently using the car, only to find the car is long gone back to where it's supposed to be, in the dealership parking lots or somewhere around. They don't own these cars. So I get it puzzled me, it pisses me off, it baffles me up, it makes me to freak, to see these women claiming as if, they bought these cars. But I've just thought Pearl Ntuli made it very clear that she doesn't own the car, it's just a sponsored car. I think it was a BMW bluish navy car, some sort of, it was just a sponsor. The woman drove the car for some couple of months and the car went back. So I like the sincerity, the integrity, to be so blatantly open that this is not my car, I don't own this car, it's just a sponsor. As an influencer, as a person who's followed by multitudes of people, to drive this car at some sort of gimmicks, marketing, or whatever the case may be, big up to Pearl Ntuli, to be very transparent, to be very honest, rather than to act as if she owns the car or she bought the car, whatever the case may be. So I was just trying to correct those things. I'm sorry to even label names. I'm using the names of these women because they are relatable, They are very viral, trending on social media for different reasons, especially for their beauty, which works to their advantage. That is why they have like exorbitant number of followers, There was a statement which was made by another guy. I'm sure the guy can be labeled by women as a misogynist, to say, if you could just remove the body of a woman from a woman and replace this with the body of a man, you could see that that woman cannot even reach like, I think maybe 1,000 of followers. Most of women who are influencers, they are being followed not because of the content they create. I don't know whether I'm going to call it content, what I'm going to call it. It's a content when they appear a little bit naked, coquettishly, amorously, in a manner that is sexy, as if they're like selling porn. Umek G, MacGyver, he calls them it girls, They appear with these bum shots, leggings, stomach out, sexist, something like that. That's their content, But if you can remove the body of a woman from them and replace it with the body of a man, you could see in just a fraction of time, all the followers can quit following that particular woman. They are just being followed just simply because they are women. They are taking advantage of that, because whether as a woman you're extremely beautiful or you're not beautiful, as long as you will post something that has got to do with sex sells. That is why you will have like the number of followers that you're going to have is going to be like at the brink, at the prime. It's going to be like skyrocketing, So it freaks me out, to see these particular content creators, influencers, especially women, claiming that they own things. You see them posting in lavish locations, in supper places, just simply because some guys that they date invited them in that particular area at that particular moment. And then now they're going to claim as if they've made it in life and they afford to stay in this specific location. Places like probably Sandton, Pasonia, Zimbali, the list is countless, Let us try to be who we are and own it. There's nothing wrong with that. If we haven't reached a certain point, we don't have to force things, to fake it till we make it. That's a bullshit. That is totally like a crap approach to life. Fake it till you make it. You're faking to who? Who are you trying to qualify yourself onto? Ake ngiyibambe lapho ke. Usho mina madoda uhlala emthini njengenyoni umshana kanzima nogwatshophatshwa ikhulula iqilo uqalela ikhothe emhlanje ibhubesi